Hey guys, it's Sarah with Sarah Eli Massage. I'm going to talk to you today about taping, in particular RockTape. This is not athletic tape. This is a little bit different. This is more of a communication with your nervous system to say, hey, I have pain, let's take care of it. There's more to it than that, but that's the idea. Let's just take care of some pain. It's not a standalone. It is definitely something to do that will help you be able to do your other therapy that will actually make you better more easily with a little bit less pain. And I'm pretty active and I tend to use it a lot while I'm doing sports. So snowboarding, wakeboarding, all those different things, I tape various parts depending on what's hurting. So today I'm going to show you, my knees are bothering me because I was snowboarding yesterday. So I'm going to show you a nice couple of techniques on how to tape using pre-cut tape. So this one is a box that you can purchase. Most of them, it doesn't matter if it's RockTape or whatever brand you buy, most of them have pre-cut strips about 10 inches long. You can buy a whole roll and then cut it yourself to whatever length you need. Either way works. But I'm going to show you this because it's easy. So the idea is you start with the strips, and let me get you started. So hold on one second. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I think you can see everything, my knees. So the first one I'm going to show you is just one strip on your knee. This is for if you're in a hurry for whatever reason, or let's just, we do this a lot for people that are running marathons. When I worked the Chicago Marathon a few years ago, this is a technique that they would do because they're in a hurry. They want to get it in and out really fast. Or if for whatever reason you're just short on time and you just want to do something that works really fast. So you take the middle, the first thing you need to do is tear the two ends like I just did. So you want to leave about an inch or so on either end. And that is to, first of all, to hold on to while you're doing the rest. But second of all, so that you make sure that the very ends are on bare skin and have absolutely no stretch. So this tape has a lot of stretch to it. I'm going to take this backing off really carefully so it doesn't bounce back on itself and stick to itself. Okay, so this is sticky and it stretches a lot. All right, so you don't want to put a ton of stretch especially into the ends. And you don't necessarily want to stretch the tape while you're putting it on. You want to stretch your body. You want to stretch the joint so that as you move, the tape stretches with it. Okay, so I'm going to show you really simple, quick, fast technique. You just put it on right in the middle of your knee, the middle of the tape, and you just wrap it around like that. And then I take that back. You kind of want to smooth it out as you put it on. But I'm not putting much stretch to the tape as I put it down. I'm just allowing it to have its natural, the little bit of the natural stretch, and I'm just kind of putting it around the knee, and then you take the ends off carefully. So the end of the backing of the end is still in place. So now I'm going to take that off. All right. And I'm going to put absolutely no stretch to that tape, and I'm just going to lay it down. All right. Same thing I'm doing it a little slower than I would do for a marathon runner, just so you know. Same thing on this side. I'm just going to take all of the stretch out of the tape, and I'm just going to smooth it down. All right. This knee is actually done. So if I were out running and I just needed something really quick, this is what I would do. All right. So really pretty helpful, especially if you have pain on either side of your knee. This is really gonna help take care of that. And as I straighten my knee, you can kind of see the wrinkles that it puts in there. All right, so that one is done, at least for now, for what I'm going to show you. So now I'm going to show you a little bit more detail on this knee. This knee bothers me a little bit more. So as you can see, you have the bone that sticks out right here. This is the kind of the starting point for a knee taping. This is the kneecap right here. So these two bones, for me, because of the pain that I have, I want both of these bones covered. So a normal strip of tape I would use would pretty much start just at the bottom of this bone, about right here, and then it would just wrap around to the top of my kneecap, and it would pretty much end about right there. But because I'm pretending like I only have pre-cut strips like you might have, I'm just going to use the whole strip. So I'm going to bend my knee as much as I can. First of all, I have to tear the ends, don't I? Tear the ends. Okay, now for this one, I'm going to do it just a little bit differently. I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to line this part up right where I want it to be. I'm going to hold that down, and I'm going to take the end off, the end backing off. All right, and I'm going to take that off, and then once it's off, I'm going to lay that down and make sure that that's down nice and firmly. Really lay that on there. And then I'm going to grab this other end, and I'm going to pull this backing off like this. Okay, and then without putting any stretch to the tape, I'm going to lay it down right over my kneecap. All right, lay that all the way down. Make sure that there's no bubbles in it. If there are bubbles, I can pull it back off just a little bit and retape it, but you don't want to do that a lot if you don't absolutely have to. You want to avoid having to peel it off and put it back down a lot, because then it won't stick as well. But the end tape, now the end, again, I'm going to peel just the backing off and then just lay it down directly. Again, see, I just had to do that. But so this piece probably won't stick quite as well as it might have if I hadn't done that. But it'll still stick pretty darn well. This is still going to last a few days, I promise. So now I have this piece done. Now I have two more pieces. The other two pieces are going to go on the sides. So this piece, so what I like to do, these pieces are actually shorter than I would normally do, so I'm going to do it a little differently, but it'll still work. So ideally you want the ends to be on bare skin. So I like to kind of plan out what I'm going to do before I actually start doing it, because I want it to be how I want it. So I'm going to wrap this, because this is the area that I tend to get pain. This is the area that I want a little bit more tape to be on. All right, right in between my kneecap and my bone here. So right about here is where I tend to get pain. So I'm going to cross the tape just about there. And so I'm going to peel the ends. And because the tape stretches, it's not hard to tear it, so that's going to stretch just a little bit. So now I'm going to take this end off, and I'm going to lay it so that it's on bare skin. I'm going to lay it just at the bottom of this knee right here. So now this is the middle part of my knee. This is the inside of my knee. And I just have that part laid there. Now when you wrap it around the knee, you might need to stretch the tape just a little bit. And that's okay. It's just enough so that it lays flat, so that it lays without any bubbles around the knee. So now I hope you can see that. Okay, I'm going to wrap that around. And as I go, I'm going to press and stretch it just a little bit as I go. And then I'm going to lay it down right like this, so that it's still, again, so that it's on bare skin. I'm going to take this backing off here and just lay it down. That'll stay forever because I didn't touch it at all. So that was a really good one. So now, again, as I straighten this out, I'm going to get nice wrinkles right in through here and right in through here. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the, now if I only had outer knee pain, this might be enough. I might just stop here. If I was having pain on this part of my knee right here, this might be all I need to do. I might not even need this middle strip at all. I might just do this piece. Or if I was having inner knee pain, I might do the opposite. I might just put a piece of tape here like this. All right, but again, I'm just going to show you. In fact, I personally don't even need quite this much, but I'm showing you. So I'm going to do it. So again, pull those ends off, lay this down, and I'm going to lay it down so that it's on bare skin again, so that the end is on bare skin. And then I'll pull the backing off, and then I'm going to wrap it. Here's my kneecap. I'm wrapping this. I'm not giving it any stretch to that tape. I'm just laying the tape down. When I pull it like this, I'm being really careful not to add any stretch. And see how my knee is bent? That way I'm going to get a nice lift when I straighten my leg. Pulling that backing off, laying it down. And now I will show you everything that happens. So now you can really see all the tape that's there. And when I straighten that leg, look at that. Look at what happens there. all of this is lifting up. This part here, you can't really see the wrinkling quite as much here, but because there's a lot of tape there, it's really lifting there. All of this in through here is being lifted, and all of those wrinkles and all of that lifting is encouraging blood flow. It's encouraging lymphatic drainage, and it's just lifting the tissue away from itself, so it's not going to stick together. And to be completely honest, that is already helping and making my knee feel better, just doing just that. So if you have any questions, give me a call or text me 847-697-0212. You can book an appointment with me or just say hi or ask me a question if you want to. You can also book online any appointments at saraelimassage.com. If you have any questions, you can feel free to leave a message in the comments section or to send me a direct message as well. All right. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.